Hello, this is Cassius Santoalla, and today I'll be playing Roblox. I'm then back again with the Steve Parable. This is the third time I'll be playing the Steve Parable. I'll be playing as Steve again, back here in the room where it all started. This time it's gonna be a good ending this time. Different ending, but this time it's going to be good. A positive ending, unlike the previous two, which is that Steve chooses control, and then the most previous one, which is that Steve ignores the narrator. Well, Steve would be apologizing to the narrator. Well, I hope the narrator forgives Steve for ignoring narrator last video. And now, Steve is going to listen to the narrator to do what is right. This time, Steve will do what is right. And Steve will make sure that Steve will actually do something right. So don't worry, narrator, Steve will not ignore you, just like the last video about this game. And there it goes, walking and walking again, and there's no one around. It's just Steve in the building, and then to the hall, and then to another office, an empty office where no one else is around, and then to another hall, and to another door, and to another hall, and another hall, and entering to this door which leads to another hall. I forgot how many halls and doors are in this game. Well, what will the narrator have to say to open doors? And Steve will be going to the left, because that is what the narrator said, to go to the left. And now that is what Steve had done, and now he went to the meeting room, and also there's no one else in the meeting room, so it's really empty, just like the meeting room in the office and the halls. And then right here, now where will Steve go, narrator? Okay, narrator tells Steve where to go. Upstairs. So Steve went upstairs to go to the boss office. Right here to the halls. Going to the halls, leading Steve to the boss office. Right here, we already know how this goes. The boss is also not there. Even the boss isn't there. There it goes. The boss isn't in the office, and we all know how this will go. We'll go to the pass key, because it will open this chimney or fireplace. Yeah. And right here's the pass key. I forgot the password though, but the narrator will tell me what the password is, so it's okay. I will not worry. Steve will not worry, because narrator will tell Steve everything that the narrator knows. And right here, the narrator is now telling Steve what the password is. An assigned secret pin number, which was 2845. Alright, Steve, press 2845. And there it goes. Steve typed 2845, and the fireplace has disappeared to open the wall right there, which Steve is now going back in this place. We all know how it all went in the first video about the Steve Parable, where Steve did enter this room, except he chose the terrible ending, which is to control every employee in the building, because Steve was so selfish back then. But this time, Steve will do what is right. Steve will do the correct and good thing this time, because why not? Now Steve will now go inside the mind control facility right here, back again at the mind control facility. And right here, Steve wants to turn on the lights. Now the lights are on, revealing what's inside the room. That's a lot of screens, lots of computer screens that Steve can see. A lot of computer screens around the room, because the entire walls is covered with computer screens. And now Steve also turned on the monitors to turn on each and every computer screens to ever exist. And then Steve will then press again another button. There's the button that Steve is gonna press. Steve is just listening to the narrator telling what the screen represents. That's a lot of numbers showing up in the lots of screens. Well, here it is. This is the same place where Steve made a really huge mistake to control everyone in the building, which is really bad. Steve shall not do that. Steve shall not be controlling, so Steve will do the right thing this time. And there it goes. Steve pressed the off button, and the narrator is proud. The narrator is proud of Steve for doing what is right. And right here, Steve has done what the narrator has said. Well, that's really good for Steve to do. Wow. So kind of Steve to follow the narrator. And now, everyone is free, including Steve. The beautiful outdoors. Isn't it great to see something so beautiful outside? It's so beautiful that you can see what's outside. Oh, Steve, you're free now. I don't know if you're fired or you quit, but you're free. You're free from doing a job. I guess you have to find a new job because you're no longer going back to that building because you're free. Well, it's okay. Steve can do anything. Just listen to the narrator. This is Cassius Santoalla, and thank you.